Hello ladies, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Miss 𝐃𝐲𝐬𝐳 and today we'll be looking at scarcity and abundant mindset in real time. If this is something that you enjoyed watching, please indicate by pressing the like button and also subscribe to join our community of ladies who are also on code. Please stay tuned for more commentary towards the end of this video.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if
a bus
he owns
driver?
the bus? If he owns
No.
it. If he owns the bus,
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. I can build with a bus driver. I'd have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I could build with a bus driver. So I think some of the criteria that we look for in the reality of today keeps us unhappy, keeps us angry, keeps us imbalance. And then when the men show up, we want to beat them up because they're not living up to our standards and criteria. And it's not working, beloved. It's just not working. So it's not that it's bad or wrong. It's obsolete. It's obsolete. We have to come up with a new way of being. I don't believe in carrying a man. A man has to do for himself.
Out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
This is nothing more than a scarcity mindset being presented to women who live in abundance. Scarcity is not a mindset that women need to have because, according to science, women seem to do just fine living without males. This means that women are at liberty to have standards at the highest degree if they choose. For men, the same isn't true. Both science and scripture confirms that being married is beneficial for their health and mortality. So it's not surprising that men have a scarcity mindset, which has been projected onto women with statements like, "You will die alone." Ladies, just know that this is their fear. And it's no wonder that Ebony received so much backlash with her statement, because she doesn't cater to the plight of the scarcity mindset, right? So these males on social media came at her very heavy and hard, almost as though to say, "How dare you have standards? How dare you not acknowledge us? And how dare you think that you are above us? You know, you're less than," type of thing. And this is the typical strategy that these incels like to do against women who have standards. All I see is it's just a tantrum, you know, throwing the rattle out of the out of the cot. So ladies, don't even bite when you see this type of behavior, because it is to be expected. And many women who have fed into the plight of the incels have, you know, they support these men by telling other women to lower their standards, not realizing that they're actually doing a disservice for them. Because having standards means that someone has to rise up and, you know, elevate. And not having standards means that this person, the target, is having to be at base level. So there's no improvement, there's no requirement for elevation. And so it causes them to be at a stagnant position, which is doing a disservice for the men and also for society and the community, right? So anyways, that's all I've got to say. And leave your comments below to let me know what you think.
Let me tell you something really quickly, right? A girl saying I'm dating a man for love does not make sense. It is not even scriptural. For me personally, it does not make sense, because I grew up in a Christian family, right? And when I grew up in a Christian family, I read a scripture that said a man must love a woman, but a woman was not... God did not say a woman must love. You're very wrong for, no, but I'm doing it for love. No, you were not instructed to love. God said a woman must respect a man. And how can you respect someone, oh my God, who is the spirit of Lazarus? The spirit of Lazarus, the Bible tells us, the spirit of Lazarus is a man who has financial deficiency. No, but me, Troy, I'm dating for love. Who told you to do that? No, especially people who grew up in Christian families. Who told you to do that? No, that's what I'm saying. It's the works of the devil. And my God, we bless the Lord for white people. White people say respect is earned. This man has not earned anything. My God, let alone a salary or a wage for a day. Already you are giving him babs. Now I need to put God in it, because I realize there's a spirit of wickedness that is going around, and I need to reprimand it very quickly. Now, if you've never read the Bible, let me take myself. Personally, I will do this for you. And I must start putting my number. And like, there's my number there. You must send money for tithe, because I'm getting tired of this. You know what? Actually, let's tell the truth. People that are dating broke guys actually are you are a devil worshipper. When? If we were to just speak the truth, you're a devil worshipper. Because the Bible tells us that there was a man. Come on now. There was a man by the name of Jacob. Jacob worked for 7 years, guys, before Jacob could get a babe. And Jacob actually wanted this girl called Rachel. But Rachel's dad decided, no, when you deserve the other sister. The other sister is known to be what? She was unlovable. You understand? I don't know what was wrong with her, but apparently she was unlovable. The father was like, after working for 7 years, you deserve this one that is unlovable. When your man only has a job for 2 months, already, you guys are already, you're planning the future, you're already building.
When I think about Barbara the Builder,
I pray that there's someone out there who says, I want to be a Rachel. I want a man to work before he finds me. The girls that are dating broke guys, they are the problem. God is not able God cannot even speak to that man. No, but there's no jobs. What do you mean? There's people who come from Zimbabwe and they make something of themselves right here in the place that does not have jobs. This man is too occupied with messages from you and nudes from you. You're a problem. Do you understand? You're a problem. Let a man work before he gets you, babe. I hate girls like that. You're being silly.